Hey everybody, I wanted to talk to you today about something that happened to a friend of ours, and I was talking with him about it and he did the right thing, but what it's called, and I researched it, and what it's called the grandparent scam. And that's where scammers are targeting seniors, basically a lot of them over 65, and they're trying to get them to send money because a grandchild's in trouble, okay? And I started researching this, and there's some information out there. And some of the scammers say that they can make over $10,000 a day, okay, doing this scam. So here's the way it works. A scammer will call a grandparent and say, hey grandma, hey granddad, I'm in, let's say, Florida. Okay, I'm in Orlando and I got in some trouble down here. I got in a car accident and I know I sound funny and it's because I broke my nose. Okay, or we've got a bad connection. They're trying to make excuses for why they don't sound just like the grandchild would. Or I've got a cold, something like that. But here's what they say. Look, I've been arrested for DUI after this accident. And, officer so-and-so is here. Or, like they did with our friend, they'll say, I've got a lawyer here. The lawyer says he can get me out of jail. Okay, and I won't have to go to jail, but he needs to get money, wired to him so he can represent me. So here's the thing. They'll do that. They'll say, please, grandma, please, granddaddy, don't tell anybody. This is so embarrassing for me. I don't want anybody to know about it. And if I get put in jail, it's going to go on my record and it'll be terrible and I'll never get a job. Okay, this kind of thing. They're playing on the grandparents' emotions. Then what they do is they'll put the second scammer on the line and they'll impersonate a police officer who will say, this is Officer O'Reilly and I'm here at the 3rd precinct of the Orlando Police Department and your son's been arrested for DUI and we're about to put him in jail, but if you can, we can keep him out, of the jail, keep him out of this process, if you can go ahead and send his bail money. But now in my friend's situation, it wasn't send bail money, it was an attorney, fake attorney they put on the line that says, hey, I'm attorney so-and-so and I can get him out of jail and probably keep this off his record, but I got to be retained. And my retainer fee, now get this, $18,000, okay? That's what they wanted to send for the attorney's retainer fee, $18,000. But you got to send it right fast. I need to get it within 2 hours. I think I can keep all this off his record, blah, 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 blah. Okay, they are playing on the grandparents' emotions, all right? Now, I researched this, and the scammers themselves say that 1 out of 50 people fall for this. And the best estimates on how much money that they make from this is around $3 billion a year in this one phone scam, okay? And luckily for our friend, he didn't fall for it. He actually did one of the things I'm going to recommend to you to do here in just a minute, and he was able to realize that it was a phone scam, certainly didn't send any money. But the scammers target seniors because 1, they're home, 2, they're emotionally vulnerable a lot of times because they want to do everything they can to protect their grandchildren. Now, a lot of these scammers aren't from the U.S., they're from other countries. They can be from Canada, they can be from Europe, they can be from South America, they can be anywhere. They can be in Russia, as far as that goes. But they can be anywhere, and a lot of these people that get scammed don't report it. A lot of grandmas, granddads are, they're embarrassed that they got tricked. They think makes them look dumb that they did this. But here's the thing. From what I can tell, the scam works on all kinds of people. It works on doctors, works on lawyers, CPAs, okay? Works on all kinds of people, nurses. Works on all of these people, to get their money. And they're playing on your emotions, and everybody can be a victim. So here's what I've looked at and what I think you need to do if you ever get this phone call. All right? Now, first, ask a question that only your grandchild would know the answer to. Ask, if the grandchild knows your dog's name, what's my dog's name? If you know the grandchild's dog's name, ask them what their dog's name is. Ask them what their parent's name is. Just ask a question that only they will know. And if they don't answer it or they can't answer it, it's not your grandchild, you're being scammed, okay? Second thing is call your family member. Say, okay, let me get on this, and hang up the phone, call your family member and say, hey, grandson Johnny, are you in Orlando, Florida? Did you get stopped and arrested? Do you need to hire a lawyer down there? This kind of thing. And 9 times out of 10, or 99.9% of the time out of 100, they're going to say, no, I'm not in Orlando. I'm at work, or I'm at school, or whatever it is. So do that. And the third thing that I would recommend is, and I think this is the best idea, when you get this phone call and it doesn't sound like your grandchild, hang up the phone. Just hang up the phone. 99.9% of the time is not your grandchild, okay? So in this type of situation, don't get scammed. A lot of people get scammed in this. I didn't realize how many people. Billions of dollars are taken from people. And it's a situation where they're playing on seniors' emotions. Don't get caught up in this. Don't let them play on your emotions. And don't let these folks get away with this. Just hang up the phone, call your local law enforcement, and report that phone scam. Okay? Now, if you got any questions or you'd like to leave a message, feel free to leave a message. I'll get back with you. If you've got a topic that you want to talk about, we'll talk about it. And if you've got any other comments you want to make, feel free. You can message me or email me if you got any questions. All right. Thank y'all.